Welcome to MSBT Online Learning Program, MSBT Lead Learning at Your Doorstep. I am Mrs. Rita Vora, lecturer in Thakur Polytechnic, Mumbai. Basis of microprocessor and 8051 microcontroller. In today's presentation, we shall be covering the types of buses. What are the contents that will be covered in this presentation? The definition of bus, three types of buses, the address bus, the data bus, and the control bus. Concept map. The concept map shows us the three types of buses, which are the address bus, the data bus, and the control bus. The three of them together comprises the system bus. The learning objective of this session is describe types of buses, the address bus, the data bus, and the control bus. At the end of the session, you should be able to answer the questions like, do you know the three types of buses used in a microprocessor, microcontroller, and microcomputer? A bus is a means of exchanging information between components of a computer. A bus is a set of physical connection or group of wires that are used for communication between the central processing unit, the memory, and the peripherals. A bus may be unidirectional or it can be bidirectional. That is depending on the requirement of the information. If the components of the CPU are connected, then it can be an internal bus. But if it connects the CPU with the external components, then it can be an external bus. But whether it is an internal bus or external bus, depending on the type of information that it is carrying, it is classified into the address bus, the data bus, and the memory bus. So here you can see the memory, the central processing unit, and the input-output devices. Address bus, the data bus, and the control bus. These are the three buses which are connecting the CPU, the memory, and the input-output. The three types of buses. The address bus, it is unidirectional and as the name suggests, it carries the address. The data bus is bidirectional and it will carry the data. And the control bus, it sends out or receives the control and the different timing signals. Address bus. The address bus is a group of wires which is used by the central processing unit to send the address of the memory location or the input-output ports that is to be accessed at that instant. It is a unidirectional bus because it is going to transfer the address from the CPU to the memory location or the I/O ports. The address will be transferred from your central processing unit to the required port or to the required memory location. An address bus of n bits can address at the most 2 raised to n locations directly. This means that if a 16-bit address bus will allow to access 2 to the power 16 or you can say 64 kilobytes of memory locations. In case of Intel 8085 microprocessor, the address bus is of 16 bits. This means that the microprocessor 8085 can transfer 65,536 different memory locations. Again, in case of Intel 8085 microprocessor, the lower order address lines are multiplexed with the data lines. So, the most significant bits of the address will go through the address bus A8 to A15, whereas the least significant bits will go through the multiplex address data bus AD0 to AD7. It's quiz time again. Try to attempt the MCQ set 1. The data bus. The data bus is again a group of wires which is used to carry the data as well as the instructions from the central processing unit to the memory and peripheral device and vice versa. Hence it is referred to as a bidirectional bus. It is one of the most important parts of the connections to the central processing unit because it carries the program instructions as well as bytes of data across the bus at some point or the other. The size of the data bus is measured in bits. The data bus size has a great influence on the computer architecture because the important parameters like say word size, the quantum of data, all these are determined and manipulated by the size of the data bus. The width of the data bus reflects the maximum amount of data that can be processed and delivered at one time. And that is why a 64-bit data bus will transfer 8 bytes in every bus cycle, whereas an 8-bit processor will transfer 1 byte in every bus cycle. So obviously the 64-bit data bus is much faster compared to the 8-bit processor. So if we want to increase the speed of the microprocessor or the microcontroller, the width of the data bus must be increased. The control bus. The control bus contains various lines which are carrying the synchronizing signals or the control signals that are required to control the various peripheral devices which are connected to the CPU. Depending upon the requirement of various devices connected to the central processing unit, the different types of microprocessors or microcontrollers will have different control signals. Without the control signals, the CPU cannot determine whether the system is receiving or sending a data. The common signals that are transferred to the control bus from CPU to the devices are the memory read, memory write, IO read and IO write. So how is the bus structure of an 8085 microprocessor looks like? As you can see here, the 8085 microprocessor is connected to the memory and the input outputs. The address, data and the control bus are the three buses which comprise the system bus for the microprocessor based system. Bus structure of a microcontroller. Similarly, we can see this bus structure of a microcontroller in the diagram shown below. The central processing unit, the memory, the input-output ports are all on one chip and they are connected by the control bus, the address bus and the data bus. It's again quiz time, students. Attempt MCQ set 2. Coming to the summary, we can summarize that a bus is a pathway or a group of wires for digital signals to rapidly move data. There are three types of internal buses associated with the processors. They are the data bus, the address bus and the control bus. Together these three make up the system bus. Thank you.